Alrighty guys, welcome to another video. My name is Leo Venus. I am a medical doctor and a bioengineer, and on this channel we talk about health, nutrition, lifestyle, and pretty much anything that interests us, which brings me to the reason I am making today's video, which was because you were wondering how it is possible that I was able to achieve such superhuman strength. So I decided to make a quick video here sharing with you my workout routine, the routine that I've been using for the past couple of years, the past 2 years, where I have made the most gains in the gym. Now, if you are new to this channel, do consider clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so that you are notified every time I make a new video. With that being said, let's get right into it. Now, just for some background, I have made most or all of my gains in the gym basically on a plant-based diet. I've been plant-based almost 7 years now. And when I started off, I was a lot skinnier than I am now. Actually, I'll put up a picture here just a few months before going vegan so you guys can see how scrawny I was. And that is basically what is relatively unique about my transformation, is that I did basically all of it on a plant-based diet. Now, there are a lot of other people who have made a lot of gains on the plant-based diet, and to be honest, my transformation isn't optimal because I was always doing a lot of other sports such as soccer or football, such as climbing, mixed martial arts, athletics. So really building muscle and bodybuilding was never my number one focus. However, as you can see, I still managed to put on a lot of weight over the years on a completely plant-based diet, so it's not that difficult to do. Anyways, enough blibber blabber, let's get on to my routine for the past 2 years when my main focus was actually lifting weights and going to the gym, and I wasn't doing a lot of other sports at the time. So my split was a push legs pull twice a week, so you're basically doing all the muscle groups twice a week, and I would work out then 6 times a week, and then the 7th day I would have as either a rest day, or for the longest time I did sprints, which is my favorite type of cardio. In terms of sets and rep ranges then, I would usually go for 3 sets of 6 to 12 repetitions for every single exercise in my workouts. Now, a few things to keep in mind here. Do not decide how many reps you're going to do before. That's why I always say 6 to 12 rep range. If you're going to put together all of the different sets for the different muscle groups throughout the week, then that adds up to be around 20 sets per muscle group, which is what has been shown to be good for muscle hypertrophy. You can do a bit more as well, as long as you're not overtraining, as long as you're not getting too fatigued and you're getting adequate time to recover. So for the last few extra details then, I will share with you sort of the plan that I had for increasing strength and making sure that I'm progressing strength wise as well as some different things that I added in, such as drop sets, supersets, things like that. So basically what I would do is the beginning of each month I would do strength. So basically what this means is on the first push day of the month I would do really low reps, 2 to 4 reps, almost max range, and I would do that for the exercise, for the lifts that I was trying to progress strength wise. So usually I would do it for example, flat bench, incline bench, shoulder press, and then tricep extensions. That's it. That's the power workout of the month for push. And then for the pull day, I'll do something similar with weighted pull-ups, adding something like 20 to 25 kilos and seeing how many pull-ups you can do with that. And then I'll do something for rows, something for the lateral deltoids, and something for the biceps as well, where you're going 2 to 4 reps, really high power, almost at maximal range. For my leg workouts then, remember not to skip legs. You can't go around having chicken legs, especially as a vegan. You have to be against chicken legs by principle. I would really just focus on the heavier compound lifts, so squats, deadlifts. They would really be the focus of my strength workouts then. I will have to say though, really do be careful with power workouts when it comes to legs, because these muscles are so powerful that if your technique is not correct, injury can happen very, very easily. So do be extra cautious if you're doing heavy deadlifts or heavy squats. Nowadays I don't even do deadlifts anymore. I just do rack pulls because they are way safer, at least for someone like me who has very long legs. Again, everybody has to tweak their workout routines individually for what works for you. But like I said, do be a little bit careful because injuries can happen quite easily and they can set you back quite far. Apart from the strength week then, I would usually have a week around the middle of the month where I would do drop sets, and these are so heavy as well. If you've ever done a drop set, basically this is where on the 3rd set of, let's say I was doing tricep pull downs, I do my 3rd set with the weights that I usually do, and then as soon as I finish that, I take down the weights to maybe 60% of the weights I was doing, and then you keep going, no break, and you just go until you burn out and you can't do any more. So I would do that usually once a month where I'm doing drop sets for everything. This might be a bit extreme, but that was my routine. And then once a month I would also do a push-pull leg workout where everything was in the endurance range. So this was more 15 to 20 to 25 reps, lower weights, and just really pumping it out. So this really was a good way for me, at least, to switch things up and to keep my muscles and keep my body guessing, not letting myself get too used to one type of workout, not letting myself get used to one type of rep range. And I definitely saw a lot of progress in the last 2 years. Like I said, even though I have been lifting for many years, I think progress-wise, it was almost the fastest I've ever seen in the last 2 years. Apart from that, then, just a few things I would like to mention for anyone who is taking bodybuilding or weightlifting seriously. You do want to focus on a few things. The number one I already mentioned is don't set the rep range before you go into the exercise. You really want to be doing as many as you can with proper form. That brings me to number two, which is good form. Never try to focus on number of reps or number of weights. This is ego lifting. It does not belong in the gym. Actually, ego, you want to get that out of your life as much as possible in almost every area of your life. And of course, that also includes the gym. So instead of focusing on the number of weights or the number of reps that you can do and trying to progress as quickly as possible, really do focus instead on making the form perfect. Trying not to cheat, trying not to have any accessory muscles or any movements to help you get the weights up. Try to make it as difficult for yourself as you can and feel the burn, feel the muscles that you are trying to work, really working and really getting fatigued, and your progress is going to go through the roof. It's actually way better. Sometimes I have taken my weights down and seen my progress shoot up really unexpectedly because my form was getting so much better. Okay, and then number three, I would say nutrition is extremely important. If you are serious about optimizing your muscle gains, it can be sometimes difficult to eat enough sheer amounts of food. This is why you see a lot of bodybuilders just eating a lot of food and really just having high protein foods all day. And if you can't do that, that's obviously an option. However, for a lot of people, it might just be easier. Just take a protein powder. I personally take VivoLife, and if you are interested in trying them out, I'll have a link in the description. You can use Dr. Venus for 10% off your first purchase. And then last but not least, there are other lifestyle factors that can help you optimize your muscle growth and your progress in the gym, such as reducing your stress, meditating, relaxing, having routines that you can follow on a daily basis, as well as doing things like making sure your sleep is on point, so checking your sleep hygiene and making sure you're getting enough hours per night and trying to get that consistent window of sleep as well, rather than sleeping, I don't know, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then the next day you go to sleep at 1 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. You know, you want to keep it relatively constant throughout your everyday.
Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep.
Yeah, some messages are just sensationalized and they sound a lot better on paper than they do in real life. Don't listen to these motivational speeches which is all about losing sleep and just working hard. No, sleep is extremely important. We do need it for optimal health, and if you want to be healthy and strong and fit for the long term until you are an old, healthy person, then you really do want to prioritize your sleep. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you found this helpful and useful. By the way, if you do want to see exactly what exercise I do for my push and my pulls, I do actually have a highlight on my Instagram stories where I go through every single exercise for a whole push day and every single exercise for a quite regular pull day for my own routine. I actually have not put up a leg routine yet, but I should probably do that sometime soon. So if you do want to see that, then be sure to check it out at Dr. Venus on Instagram. And other than that, I will probably be doing some one-on-one fitness and training, consulting and coaching in the future as well on my website. So do stay tuned for that. It will be coming out more or less in 1 month's time, or maybe even a little bit before. So I'm excited for that. But other than that, like always, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Do leave a like if you enjoyed this video, as that helps out the channel a lot as well. And then other than that, I'll just say go out there and make those evidence-based gains.